Conflict at work often unravels in one of two ways. The first is that we feel our professional identity is being threatened, and this kind of instinctive protectiveness kicks in. Now that means we go on the attack. The only way for me to feel safe in this situation is for my colleague to submit to my knowledge and agree that I'm right, okay? And that's when we get very defensive and attacky. The other equally problematic response is to internalize the criticism. This is when we crumble. We say, God, I'm an awful human being. I must repent. I knew I was terrible, and this is proof that I'm awful. I should disappear, and I'm rubbish. Both of these responses come from viewing conflict as this zero-sum game with a winner and a loser. In this understanding, victory protects the ego and the self-image, where defeat makes it crumble. Now, this is a huge problem because conflict is not a zero-sum game. It's an opportunity to actually reach better understanding of difference, to work towards the thing that we both care about. So whether that's the maintenance of a relationship, the safety of the patients, the efficiency of the work, so much conflict emerges because people want to achieve those things in slightly different ways, but they really want to achieve the same thing. And we forget this all the time. Yes, with colleagues, but also with friends, with partners, we are all on the same team. When we remember this, we're much more likely to step out of that threat response into something a bit more open and certainly more collaborative. It's way less likely to trigger the reactive defensiveness of those kind of fight and flight responses. It's a much, much healthier way to engage in difference. So there's a few ways you can do this. One is to simply say it to yourself, like remind yourself, and I do this quite often, we're on the same team. We are all on the same team. We are all on the same team. Make it a little bit of a mantra, and it just makes those difficulties a little bit softer. Now, with other people, you can actually ask out loud, what is the thing we're both trying to achieve here? What is our shared goal? Is it that we want to improve the processes? Is it we want to improve the patient experience? Digging into that is inviting that person to discover that shared goal with you, and it changes the tone of the conversation to I must beat you to I must collaborate with you because we're working together. But of course, that's not enough on its own. You might be on the same team, but you still have to tell someone that you want something to change and they might not like it. So let's move on to a cracking little formula for healthy difference. This is called non-violent communication.